like just to get access to it at the very beginning. I think I got it for like $36 when it first came out, and that was
which
when
I
it was
think is a fair
beta.
price. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what it's at right now.
yeah.
Um, Jay introduced me to it, and I haven't played with him yet, but it seems like it'd be so much fun with people just to screw around with. The problem is I can't get my buddies to buy it because it never goes on sale. It's always
It
a
doesn't.
flat $39.99.
level up since apparently I didn't get the memo that we were supposed to level up.
To level 7 you guys are now? I thought you guys were
Straight
at
up, like,
level
on
8.
my sheet, I'm still level 4.
We're gonna go ahead and shoot you another copy of that memo. So,
Yeah.
Plug.
what? Oh, where's my little adorable character sheet?
8
Doop a doop a doop. There it is.
plus 4, 7,
So what am I rolling here for my level up?
7.
A D6.
Does anyone have armor that you're wearing? Because that increases your AC.
I
Does
have
Beetle
like
have armor?
bracers of defense, which I think increases me by something. I don't remember what off the top of my head.
I think maybe Cody's first character had dragon scale armor or something like that. Or maybe Ripley
Probably.
did.
That sounds right, actually. So D6, I guess, for my hit points. Is that right?
D8 plus your Constitution, or you can take the average. I always take the average, the 5, because I always.
Well,
roll
it depends
best.
on your class. Dave,
Does
you're
it?
a human fighter?
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't realize it depended on class. That was my bad.
It could be
So-
D8 or D10, but I think the humans are. You guys are.
Actually, the halfling, mine says on my sheet, it's where it says hit dice 1d8, but on my little my note sheet where I would add up stuff and keep track of stuff, I wrote hit dice 6. Did I mean D6 or no?
That just is it could have been for your level, because for each level that's how many hit dice you get on a short rest. Let's see what Dave.
Maybe it is
Dave
a
says
D6.
1d8 for hit dice. Yeah, so you would do
Oh.
d8.
Should have had D8. I'll put that away.
Conky's
Here's
is d10.
Shit, I was supposed to do D10. Hold on.
the- all right.
Beatles is what? I don't even see it on this weird
It's-
sheet. D8. Yeah,
it's-
d8. Beatles is d8.
Only a 4. Okay, so I'll add. Now,
Because Conky's
did
a
we, I don't remember
fighter.
at the end. Did we rest? Because I was down a few hit points. I just wanted to. I'll add it in if I have to or whatever.
We'll do a rest now, like as we start.
All right.
So you
I'll
guys,
switch this
you'll
back.
just all your stuff will be restored.
The D10 looked so weird. Like, why is it like that instead of like
That's. I think that's a
normal?
percentile thing.
Yeah, but
I
we
don't know how
don't.
it's different than a D10 though.
Yeah, we generally haven't used that in at least Drunken Arcanauts. If I have you do something, you could do like a D10 twice or 2d10, because then it gives you like 45 or 79 instead of just.
Yeah, I guess if
0
you
to
roll a
by
D10
tens.
and this one and the one with the double numbers, you can then say it's 84.
Yeah.
like
That's true.
I guess.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm
We
gonna
really don't
use
use
the
them.
single digits ones then, because that makes more sense.
10. I'm going to put this D20 over here. Did you end up buying a new D20, Austin? The other one doesn't like
So
it.
I got the one that Mark sent. And then,
The evil one.
It's evil.
You didn't send me these, did you? I'm pretty sure that I got these.
I don't know.
I don't remember.
Sends out random gifts all the time.
No, early on I did. Haven't in a while.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say if you've been sending anything, like I moved, you don't have my address.
No.
Yeah, yeah.
That's funny.
Oops.
People who lived in your old place have presents. Like, who
We're
is
getting
this? What is
strange
this?
dice in the mail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is this for?
For someone that's never played D&D, they're like, I
Oh,
don't
what
get
is
this. Am I
this?
supposed to eat it?
Yeah.
It's a sex toy, actually. Surprise.
Oh.
Yeah, like nipple clamps or whatever.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
You put them in an orifice and see what happens.
Hello.
My hit point maximum.
300 million.
Are you guys
Are we
using the
going off- Are we
5e?
going off of that? Or are
level
we just
dot me?
like continually leveling it up?
Oh, we're just gonna level up every other
Yeah.
time.
It feels like we level up every time.
A little bit. I don't remember early on if we did. I don't know if the first couple of times we did. We may have though.
Ooh, Conky gets 2 attacks when you use the attack action at level 5, so he should have had it for a while.
He just forgot.
Your proficiency increases to +3 at level 5.
Proficiency increases to 3.
Yeah, at level
I
6.
don't have that.
What?
What level are we
What the
now?
fuck is proficiency? Where is that at?
It is.
That was
It's
not on my
proficiency
original sheet.
bonus.
Are we
Under
level 6 now? Yeah, we're
inspiration,
level 6, right?
like towards the top. 7. You should be 7 now.
Oh, okay. I must not have changed. it to
Bullybug's level 8.
So I'm up to +3, or I'm adding 3.
Your proficiency is +3.
Okay.
Oh, but then aren't we supposed to increase the numbers below?
Put our eyeball up against.
How's
the-
that beard going, Cody? Loving it?
He's rocking it. Hey, you need a beard trimmer?
It's not growing. I don't know how to trim beards.
It's actually
Look at that crack in the ceiling.
turns out it's
Probably
not too
gonna die
bad.
soon.
I ordered because they were on like super long delay. I ordered 3 hair buzzers.
Oh my gosh, that's a lot of hair buzzing.
Well, because I ordered one and it goes, oh, it's not going to be delivered until June 12th, and this was like 2 weeks ago. And I'm like, oh crap! So I found another one that was going to be delivered 3 weeks earlier, and another one that was going to be delivered even earlier. I'm like, all right, so I'll order 3 of them. When I get the first one, I'll just cancel the other ones. I got them all. I actually canceled 2 of them. I still got all 3.
Nice.
I got to double check to see whether I paid for them or not.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, so here's what happened last time. Assuming we're all
Okay.
ready to go.
We're ready.
What I remember is, because I didn't listen and I didn't do, there will be a better recap in the actual audio. Because I do that, just pull it from the audio of what happened. You guys ended up, Beetle was mysteriously missing, but as you guys left the city of Chewia, it was dark outside at like 4 p.m. So it gets dark there early. And Dave and Conky decided to head out to find the Jackalware anyway with Bullywug. Go find the Jackalware anyway because you had gone to a bulletin board to find little side quests to do at Beetle's behest. So as you went and found the Jackalware, there were a couple of Jackalware that you saw in the distance. You fought them and you killed them, but then there were 4 Jackalware that surrounded you. They used their special. They used their special ability, and one of them captured Dave, and another couple put each Conky and Bullywug to sleep for an hour. When you all woke up, Dave never was asleep, but you all found yourselves in the Lamia's lair, essentially, which was like some ruins up. Well, you don't know where it is, but some ruins. You found yourself in some ruins, and you ended up speaking with the Lamia. I don't remember exactly what happened other than you persuaded her to let you go, and you told her about the people in Charcoal Gray and the bioweapon that was being released. And she didn't really believe you. She's sending a Jackalware with you to keep tabs on you. I think you promised her something, like you would... I don't remember what you promised her. It'll be in the actual recap. And then you left, and that's where you are now. So you're at the Lamia's lair, but you're trying to find your way out, and you've got to find Beetle. You have Bullywug with you, Dave, Conky, and a Jackalware who doesn't have a name. And you guys wanted to do a long rest, which you can do here. The Lamia's lair is like in this ruins of a city. It's definitely ruins, but in front of you you see really just forest. Where you would have to head out is just forest on all sides. So you're going to at some point have to pick which way you're going, but you guys ended up doing your long rest, and everyone, including Beetle, levels up. Especially Conky levels up.
He
Yeah,
levels
he
up
did level
8
up.
times.
Hell yeah.
So Beetle is not with us though, right? We have to.
Beetle is not with you at this time.
Right. So, what time of day was it again? I don't know if you said.
So right now it's about, let's see. It's like mid-morning right now because the overnight has passed. So it's light outside. You don't know exactly what time because it got dark at 4 p.m., but you know that it's the next day.
All right. I asked. Well, I think that we can probably the Jackalware, since he doesn't have a name. I
Is he
say, hey,
friendly?
what's that?
Is he friendly? I know I'm
Yeah,
not there, but
He's gonna be traveling with us to make sure we are actually stopping this bioweapon to protect the realm and all that stuff. So, but he's
that's how
not
they
going to
escaped.
fight for us, and he's not going to.
so he's just gonna watch you perish.
He'll
He's a
defend himself,
babysitter.
but that's it.
He's a babysitter.
Okay, I'm just gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna assassinate him. Continue.
Yeah. So I asked him, hey, can you lead us back to whatever the name of the town was? You at least show us the general direction.
Yeah, I sure can. What you're gonna have to decide which way did you go though. So, and he points to the east of you, and to the east you see what used to be a path heading through the forest. It's overgrown, like these are ruins, so it's not. Nobody's been doing upkeep here. The Lamia and her Jackalware live here, and she sends them out to do her errands. but nobody's like gardening and chopping down overgrown trees or anything. To the
Mhm.
south, you only see a thick, dense forest. You don't see any kind of path. It doesn't look like anybody comes from there, but you could go through there. That would be fine as well. And then he points to your west. You see some beaten down grass that could be a path, but it doesn't really look like a path like to the east does.
No, are we trying to head back to the city that we were at before, Dave? Is that where you wanted to go?
I think so. So we can maybe find Beetle. That's where we
Okay.
lost him, right? We were in the city and we lost track of him, but then we took on the job of the Jackalware
Yeah.
things. So we just left. We're like, we'll find him later.
Yeah.
Why don't we head to the west? Because if I remember correctly, from the maps we saw last time, it was up and to the right, so northeast sort of. And I thought that the place that we were at now was further east, so I think we should head west.
Yeah, that sounds right. We'll head west and
Hope that you come across your boy.
Okay.
we shall see.
Let's see.
He's probably dead again.
Hey,
Wait, what? I didn't. I
I
meant to
leveled it
mute
up.
myself. I meant to mute myself for that.
I'll remember that when I'm trying to revivify someone.
Is your camera on your microphone?
No, my microphone's way down on the desk. My microphone's about 2 feet away from me, and my camera's about 3 inches.
Alright.
Sweet.
So as you all head now, there's already a party of 1, 2, 3, 4 of you. Dave,
Oh, big ol'
Conky, Bullywug, and Jackalware. You all head to the west, which was where it looks like there's some beaten down grass that could be a path. So you go through the woods, and how stealthy are you being? How careful are you being? What's your goal as you head through these woods toward what you think could be a path?
I think that the only threat that we have heard about were the Jackalware. So I
Yeah,
think
agreed.
we don't have to be super cautious, but I don't think that we should just like full on like run. I think we should just like normally like walk at a
Yeah.
decent pace through there.
And I'm not going to be, singing or banging pots and pans together as I walk, but I'm just walking normal and just being generally quiet.
Okay.
I know a certain somebody that's currently missing that would probably do that. Just
Just
whack out his
yeah.
box in a pan. and
Not
just
saying who.
dink, dink, dink.
Not, oh.
Oh, and he's gone.
It was very rude of him. That Beetle would make a scene or cause one.
Okay, let's
Oh.
roll stealth. Well, all 4 of us will roll stealth and see how stealthy we're being.
Not me. Do you want
Bullywug.
me?
No, not Beetle.
Okay, thank God.
Bullywug has
21.
-1 to stealth.
We got
16.
19.
And the Jackalware, he just doesn't get any modifier. Jackalware's rolled a 4.
Nope.
So
Ooh.
the 3 of you are being fairly stealthy, and it's fine because you can't tell that there's anything bad in this forest, but the Jackalware just doesn't give a shit, and he's just clomping around and making his noise. He's not howling. Like he would be howling and making a lot of noise if you're holding that one, but he's not being quiet at all. So as you guys try to make your way and you're trying to find this path and kind of follow this path that you see, you come upon a sleeping human cleric.
Doesn't look familiar to us at all.
He does. Roll
He does.
perception.
Where's my CPAP machine?
What is my perception? I don't even know. Perception. Oh, +0. Nice. How do I add that up? So I only rolled a 14. I don't know if that works.
Oh, that's fine. It's easy. You can tell that this is Beetle.
Oh. Does anybody want to mess with him before we wake him up?
I
Bullywug
don't want to
just
waste
stands
any
there.
items. No thanks.
That's true. Don't want to waste an item. All right, so yeah, I'll walk over and shake him awake. Oh,
He farted as he woke up because he was very scared. Whoa, where did you guys come from?
He has fear farts.
oh, deep in the woods. We were taking care of business.
Sorry for leaving everyone earlier. I was just really tired.
That's your
decided to sleep
backstory of
in.
being gone.
Yeah.
What? Yeah. Let's see if this fan is too loud. Oh, hold on.
Is there someone right next to you?
There was
That's
my wife.
Oh, I don't have those queued up.
so.
okay.
What is that? Why do you have a werewolf with you?
He is going to be babysitting us. We were almost eaten by jackal wares, but we convinced their leader to let us go with a babysitter and to make sure we finish our task.
I pull everyone aside so I'm not speaking with the jackal where I'm like, so seriously. He's like, is this thing, do we need to kill it?
Bullywug thinks that would be a bad idea.
I start, I start casting spiritual weapon though, or whatever it is, but I don't fully cast it. Like, oh, okay, Bullywug, you and I didn't get, we weren't on the same page last time we met, I don't think. Like, you were pretty rude to me. So what about
Bullywug
Dave,
is not rude.
Dave and
Yeah.
what is Austin's character?
Conky?
Conky. What does Conky think? Like, should we kill this thing?
I guess he's not
I would
saying
say
anything.
no,
Oh,
Okay.
but that's just because of you don't know if there's somebody like watching until we get up to the village.
Okay. And do we know?
Yeah, you're still just barely in the woods.
If jackal wares, like they're like werewolves, where if you get scratched by them or bit by them, you'll turn into it.
That is currently unknown.
that's a good point.
Bullywug asks, "Do you want me to have him
And-
scratch you?"
I grab some of the talking grass from several episodes ago. I light it and I smoke it and I say, "I'm doing it, guys."
I don't think
introduce
I don't think
myself
Beetle
to the
was there.
jackal
Was
ware.
Beetle there?
I was there for the grass.
Was it Beetle or a previous character?
Crap.
It's
I
hard to
don't know.
remember.
Well, I just grab some grass off the ground, roll it up into something, and try smoking it. And then I go up to the jackal ware and I'm like, "Hey," put my hand out. "My name is Beetle."
And he just
I
stares
hate
at you. Jackalware does not say anything.
It's
Yeah, I
okay.
don't-
We're a hugging family here, and I go in to hug him.
He just stands there.
And then I grab one of his claws, and I scratch myself with it. Got you. Why'd you scratch me like that? Does he still stare?
Let's see what his claw does.
No, it shouldn't hurt me. I just gracefully scratched myself.
Let's do that's not it. His claw does 4 damage.
Okay. Ouch. That really hurt. Am I going to turn into one of you?
He takes 10
Jackalware?
steps away, 10 feet away from you. He takes steps to walk 10 feet away from you.
Oh, gosh.
He puts on his N95 mask and gets
Yeah.
far away from Cody.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Beetle.
Do I feel like I'm stronger?
Not right now.
Ooh, okay. Good to know.
Wait till the moon comes out.
I just start howling like, "Ah, it's happening. Oh,
He probably look at you funny and then eat you.
okay,
As
let's
you-
go."
And I just say, just be careful because his leader is very hungry and will eat us without blinking if we screw this up. So if we do end up, succeeding, I think we'll be okay.
Dave, I think we'll be okay because he's not going to eat a fellow jackalware.
That's
That's
true.
what I am now. That's
But-
my new race.
Bullywug says, but the Lamia might.
Oh
true.
yeah.
You didn't meet
So-
Leslie.
You want to
Leslie?
fly, It's a jackalware now.
Bullywug
Yeah, her
starts
name's
walking.
Leslie.
Bullywug starts walking further into the woods. He doesn't have time for Beetle's nonsense.
As they're walking away, I'm like, "Is it Leslie? Nope, or just Leslie."
So as you keep walking into the woods, you hear some rustling in the trees above you.
Obviously, I look up.
Yeah. What is that?
You see a few things flying around, maybe 20 feet in the air above you. But you can hear the
Oh.
rustling. You can see what's going on, sort of. You just can't tell what it is necessarily, unless
I
you
think
roll
they're
perception.
birds. Let's just keep going, everyone.
Okay.
Wildlife. It's okay.
Yeah, I probably unless there's anything else that might hint me, that might tip me off that it's something else. I'll assume it's some kind of bird or something until I see. I'll have my bow and arrow ready, that type of thing. But just keep walking normal pace.
Suddenly, Conky feels something wet and warm on his shoulder.
Ooh. And then I'm standing behind Conky with my tongue on his shoulder.
Ew! As you look at it, you can tell it's bird poop.
Oh no!
Uh,
I vomit profusely. It's
Gross.
awful.
Beetle, you have poop on your tongue. Bullywug says.
we can't hear Austin, by the way. I think his mic had some problemos.
He was cleaning it.
He's throwing his arms in the air.
Yeah,
But
well,
what do you gotta do? He's doing the New Yorker thing, right?
when you
Why?
unplugged it, maybe when he unplugged it, it switched to another mic because it lost contact with that one. You got to switch.
I'm
the
walking
input back.
here.
My bad.
There he is. There
He's
he
back.
is.
I look up and just
There we-
throw my hands in the air and try to find the whatever it is that just
Ah, pooped.
pooped on my shoulder.
Just one of those days, Conkster.
Roll a perception, Conky. Anybody who wants to can.
Yeah, I wanna.
I'll
Now I
try.
want to know what pooped on him.
Gross.
Do I need to
Ah,
add
I don't
my?
even know I'm here. I rolled a 2.
I rolled a 13. Do I need to even?
Your perception is +3, so 16.
Yeah, 16.
16's good enough. What you can see looks like 3 owls up in the trees.
Harry Potter owl.
Do we have anybody that can speak owl?
They seem menacing.
Ooh,
They seem menacing.
menacing owl.
So I do happen to have
An
a
owl
new
catcher?
fur.
Anti-owl
No,
spray.
no.
No, 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 no.
No, no, no,
Are they within?
Oh, you're so fun.
Are they within range of me? Like, how far away are they?
20, 25 feet up in the trees.
Am
I'm
I
gonna
a
shoot my
climber?
longbow at them,
No.
but like in between them, just so they see it coming towards them, but it doesn't hit them, like a warning shot.
One across the nose.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
Roll
All
your.
right. Let's see.
attack.
I need to do. Do you want me to do a performance or an actual?
Yeah, you can
roll
do
for
your.
the-
You can do a performance. If it's low, you're gonna hit one of them, and they're gonna attack. You're not trying to hit them, so you don't have to roll an attack.
Oh,
Oh no.
4.
I think you winged one of them.
4. Yeah, I have a -1 performance.
Ooh.
I'm pretty bad.
So one of the owls, as you try to shoot your bow towards the owls to scare them away, one of them flies right in its path, and it hits them in, I don't know what owls have, in one of the really long, weird legs that you can only see if their feathers are up.
Hmm.
And he screeches, and everyone should roll initiative.
Oh, it's my D20.
I'm glad it wasn't me that caused this.
I'm surprised it wasn't used. That
It
caused
almost
that.
always
15.
is.
I rolled a 15.
8. That's terrible.
10.
How
That's
many?
Pretty normal. For
Beetle? What did you say?
10.
10?
Me. Numero 10.
Ooh, okay. Oh. And this guy. Okay, so Conky's taking his shot, unintentionally hitting. The Jackalware's not going to do anything. He's not part of this. The owls are not attacking him. He's just an innocent bystander at this point. Which brings us to one of the owls is going to attack Conky.
Do you want me to roll a 2d6 for like how much damage it did?
Sure.
Or I'm sorry, 1d8. Let's see. 7 plus 3. I did 10 damage.
Ouch.
Yikes. That little leg's just barely hanging on now.
That poor little owl.
All right, so he's not doing that great, but he's still hanging in there. Why did that move? Okay, I'm gonna have to write this down. This app has decided to move everyone around.
Have you ever looked at Tabletop Simulator for D&D?
He doesn't like it.
I have not tried it yet.
You
I
look
don't know
at
anything
it.
about it.
Is it good?
I don't know. I
It's-
just heard it was cool and
I mean,
Totally.
Tabletop Simulator
very
is
good.
great. Yes. I've played maybe 40 hours of it over.
I know
This
that once you
lockdown.
get it, you get like hundreds of games for free, right?
Yeah, because it's just community-made games. So if anyone's ever spent the time to make a board game from your childhood, it's likely in there.
So the owl that has not been hit, Owl 1 is who Conky has hit.
Owl 1.
Owl 2 is going to try to attack Conky. Let's see, what can he do? He just really has talents, so he's going to use his talents. Ooh, he rolls a nat 20. His damage, his max damage is only 4, so we'll double that to 8. So he slashes, and he slashes real hard into Conky and does 8 damage. Owl 1 is going to go for Beetle. He has a 15 to hit. Isn't your AC that now, Beetle?
It is 15.
Okay, so he's not going to hit you. We'll say he doesn't do any damage. He tries to swipe at you, and he dives down, but he's not successful. He just doesn't quite get there.
Shucks.
And the owl who has been hit is going to go after Dave.
That's number 2, right?
Owl 1.
Oh, 1. Okay.
Yeah, so 2 and 3 just took their turns. Owl 1 only rolls a 14 to hit.
My AC is 17 currently.
So
Yay.
he also does nothing. He tries to slash Dave. Doesn't do anything. Doesn't do any good. Which brings us to Dave's turn.
I'm going to shoot him right back. Since I had my short bow out.
I think it's my turn.
Oh, is it?
Didn't Dave get an 8?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
an
Beetle.
You wrongfully assumed that I'm last.
The
Normally,
last
I
shall
am.
be first. Yeah, Beetle, then Dave, then Bullywug. Bullywug did the worst.
Okay, do I have an owl near me? That one that tried to swipe at me, is it nearby? Maybe it like fell to the ground.
They're flying around. They're not. I mean, you can try to get them. They're not
Can I
swooping
sh-
up into the air because they're in combat now. But
Like, how big are these owls? Like standard owls?
yeah, you could say that. They're smallish beasts.
Okay, so I try to jump up and just touch one of them. Do I make contact?
You try to touch it.
Yeah.
Roll in acrobatics.
Okay. Ooh, I rolled a 19 and my acrobatics is so 18.
18 is fine. So you jump up and touch one.
Yep, and then I cast tongues. The
Tongues.
spell grants the creature you touch the ability to understand any spoken language it hears.
Great. So then what
You have to
happens?
talk-
And then moreover, when the target speaks, any creature that knows at least any language can understand what it's saying. So I'm like, little owl friend, I'm really sorry my friend shot you. It was an accident. We mean you no harm.
You have to roll a persuasion.
Yeah, but it's true. I'm not lying. Oh, I guess that's why it's persuasion.
Yeah.
Go
Not
to 11.
deception. 11?
Yeah, that's
No, he
pretty
is
good for me.
not persuaded. He
Does it
glares.
say anything
He
back?
glares
Does
his
it go
owl
like,
eyes at you.
"Ooh."
No. Did you say he could speak?
Yeah.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't speak in common. He doesn't say anything back to you. He just glares at you and flies away, so you can't touch him.
Okay.
You don't have a weapon?
No, I do.
Oh,
I'm gonna
well.
say I'm really sorry about this. Since you're disregarding my request to stand down, I pull out my dark.
Okay,
Right.
you can use that next time because you cast a spell. Was it a bonus action spell?
I actually don't know what my spells. I don't know. Okay, well I just ready up my darts. I have one in my hand, ready for next turn.
Okay. Dave.
All right. Now I'm going to shoot the one that slashed at me. My short bow. Short bow is +5. Yeah. 14, so 19.
Ooh, 19 does hit. It doesn't take much to hit these
Short
little
bow.
owls.
2d8 +4 piercing, and I have attack +5. Is that from my magical thing with Alessia, which I don't have right now because I.
You haven't converted anyone today, but yeah, you would do
So it's a
plus.
natural
damage.
2d8 +4.
Yeah.
Got it. Fuck it. There it is. Okay. 4. 2. So what is that? 10.
10.
10 points.
So what were you using?
Short bow.
So you pull back your little short bow and you shoot at the owl and it grazes him, but he does take 10 damage. He's not down, but he's not looking good.
little short bow. I like
That's
how you just
owl
stressed that
1.
it's a little
The
one.
first owl. Yeah, the first owl that
little
was hit unintentionally by Conky, but he's doing pretty bad. All right, brings us to Conky's turn.
Conkalicious.
Oh, wait, it's supposed to be Bullywug. Just kidding. Keep fixing your
My-
microphone.
Work on your mic.
Bullywug has a javelin. He's going to throw it at the very heavily attacked owl. He can track him. He's pretty good with it. So use a javelin, Bullywug. Ooh, that's a 26 to hit, which will hit.
Holy crap.
He'll do a d6 plus 6.
It's
he's
plus
pretty-
20?
Pretty powerful.
Yeah. Jesus.
Ooh, and he throws his javelin at Owl 1 and does 12 damage, which is more than the owl had in him. And Owl 1 goes down. He is deceased.
We're awful.
The other 2 owls seem a little spooked by this. They're none too happy, which brings us to Conky's turn.
They're going to go get the owl queen and she's going to try to eat us. Same old story.
Typical.
Typical owls.
They're not going to have any sweet loot if you had taken
No.
another more difficult path.
Maybe some owl feathers.
Maybe.
Never know.
So one of them is dead.
1 is dead. There's 2 left that have taken no damage.
No damage. How far away are they from me?
They're
Like, are they in like swinging distance or just? Still have
yeah,
to be,
they're
like-
sort of flying around, but you could walk up to them. They're not up in the trees or anything. They're just frantically flying, sort of down towards where you guys are.
So they're kind of like Dragon Quest styles, where they're just like
Yeah.
floating above the ground.
Hell
Okay.
yeah.
I am gonna whip out my rune sword. I don't have the stats on that though.
Hmm.
No,
What?
It does.
Let's see.
Where is the shop? It wasn't in the shop, was it? We just
No,
picked
Oh,
it
you
up.
stole
we
it.
got it out of that cave.
Ooh.
Right? We don't even know.
Your sword is gonna be. What I wrote down is, let's see.
3D20.
I need you to know the attack bonus and then what
Yep,
the
it'll be a +4 to
damage is.
hit on attack,
+4.
Yeah.
Alright.
It's not bad.
and damage is 2d8 plus 2. Or I guess +3
Right.
because your proficiency is +3 now.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
So that's nice.
Pretty
alright.
powerful.
I will
Pretty
take
powerful
that.
sword.
So let's do that. Let me roll.
Slash out an owl in the sky
Yeah, let me roll my.
with a special sword. It's not magical that you know, but
An owl swatter.
Do you know what his AC is? The one. I'm just gonna attack like the closest one.
they all have the
Let's
same
do-
one. Yeah, so we'll say owl 2.
Okay. I rolled an 8.
Plus
attack
4?
bonus says 7. Or I'm sorry, you said 4.
Yeah, so 12. 12 does hit.
Sweet. All right, so I'm gonna pull out my D8 and we're gonna roll it
Nice.
twice.
Okay.
So 8
Damn.
and 5. So that is 13 plus 3.
He's with God now.
Not quite. He has taken no damage to this point, but he's not doing great.
16.
He's not doing great. He flies away. He didn't like that very much. She slashed him with this
Yeah.
special magical sword that has runes on it. Doesn't seem like it's done anything magical, but it's a pretty intense looking sword. And Conky, you can do one more thing because you get 2 attacks now.
Oh my gosh. I totally forgot. Hmm.
Didn't
It
plan
has
for
to be
that.
another attack.
Do
It
I
doesn't
wanna
have to be the same
swing?
weapon, but
Yeah, do I want to swing it at the guy that I just hit, killing him completely, and leave the last one to you guys, or do I want to knock down the other one?
It would be hilarious if I used my bag of tricks to summon an owl.
Gosh.
That would be
is that one of
hilarious.
the options?
Hmm.
It's one of my out. It's if I roll a 2 on a D8. Not gonna do-
I'm just gonna swing my rune sword again. See if I hit him. Oh, shit.
It'd be pretty hard not to. Their AC is fairly low.
8 plus 4, 12.
Yeah, 12 does hit.
All right. D8 again. Ooh, that's a 1 and a 5. So that's 6 plus 3. 9.
Oh, let's see. And
Did it
with
kill him?
that, special rune longsword, you kill Owl 2. There's one left.
Get 'em.
Jackalware again is just watching. He does absolutely nothing and brings this to Owl 3, who will attack the man wielding the rune sword.
That makes a lot of sense.
All I can really do is use his talons, but he will use them. He
Okay.
only rolls an 8, which will not
Ha.
hit. He's very upset, flying around frantically.
AC's 14.
There's not much else he can do. Beetle.
I ready my dart in one little hand. It's just a normal hand. I throw it. Which one looks the most hurt?
There's only one left. You could throw it
Oh,
at Dave.
Throw it at. No, I'm kidding. I throw it at the one that is left. Let me see. Come on. 21.
21 to hit?
Yeah.
21 definitely hits.
And
Overkill.
it does 1d4. It's not a very strong thing.
1d4 minus 4.
I do 1 damage.
One. That's not
Jesus.
bad. You did
Go for
way.
feather.
You threw that dart as hard as you fucking could, and it hit real well. You definitely got that
it's
owl,
Just like
but
like
it
standard dartboard darts. So.
yeah, but it just kind of like grazed him, and he took a damage. Not bad, not too bad. Dave,
Yeah.
can try to do better than that.
That guy's not gonna want to kill me.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a pot shot with my bow since I have it out, and it's been doing well. 7. Oh wait, plus what? What is my thing? Plus 5.
I don't know what you're trying
12.
to use.
So it's a 12. If that's any
A
good.
12 hits, yeah.
All right, good. Okay. So it's 2d8 plus 4.
You're gonna kill this thing. Maybe.
Yeah, with any luck. Short. 6. 2.
8 plus 4, 12. You do 12 damage. He looks half as good as he did before. He's not down. Brings us to Bullywug. Bullywug's going to use another javelin.
How many you got? Where's he hiding them?
He's got a bunch. Bullywug rolls a 25 to hit. And 7 damage to this last damn owl.
Damn, that thing. It's got.
The owl's
Crazy
looking
attack.
pretty bad. Brings us back to Conky.
Uh-oh.
Double attack.
Double attack.
Do this guy's toast.
Finish him.
Unless my sword is too heavy for me, like it was last game. All right, let's do this.
Take him
10
down.
plus 4, 14.
That hits.
I think I'm good, right?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. 3 and 6. 3 and 6.
10d20. plus
9 plus 3. That is a 12 damage hit.
What were you hitting him
Yeah.
with again? Your special
What's that?
sword?
Yeah, my special sword.
And you did how much damage again?
9 plus 3, 12.
12.
12 damage.
12 is overkill, and you utterly destroy this final owl. You smash him, you cut him in half, and then you smash the blade on top of him, and he's just dust.
Huh.
I kind of like the sword now.
Yeah, well, you can make an owl dust.
Hell yeah.
Make owl dust with it.
Gotta be careful who I show it to, though, because they might try and steal it.
You know what we
Yeah,
should
they
do?
might.
We should buy you a sheath.
Yes,
Shot.
something to hide those runes.
Hide those runes. So what are you guys doing? Are you trying to find if the owls had anything to loot?
They're not
Why
gonna
not
have
if they're
anything,
right there?
though. Do they have pockets? I mean,
Only 2 of the owls had anything. One of the owls had a dice set for some reason. Owls like to play dice, I guess. And another owl had chain, 10 feet of chain. A chain has
will
10
grab
hit
those.
points. You could tie something up with it. It has 10 hit points. It can be burst with a successful DC 20 strength check.
Not bad.
Inky owls.
so can I actually grab both of those? If that's all right with you
Yeah.
guys.
Yep, perfectly
Sweet.
fine.
So I'm gonna put that bag of dice in my pocket here. Maybe that'll
Oh, yeah.
come in handy later. And then can I do like a? Let's see what I can do.
Hey, Hey, Beetle, will any of the feathers do you any good for spells, like or potions or anything? I don't know if that's something you're into.
Do you need any owl feet?
Owl dust may be good in the future. So can I just grab a handful of owl dust
Yeah, what are you gonna put it in? Just carry it in your hand
and put it
indefinitely?
in my pocket?
Walk around like this.
Sure.
And my owl dust.
So Vito grabs some owl dust and puts it in his pocket.
My equipment is owl dust.
Can I use the rope to conceal the handle of the rune sword? That we
Sure.
don't
Man.
see
Yeah.
like any of the little runes. I
around
don't know
my
what
head.
I'd roll for that though. I tried to
There's-
find something that was
Let's just
do you not
do
care?
let's just do a performance.
performance.
Yeah.
Well, mine's a -1. Okay.
Just beat a 10.
Oh, 19.
Oh, you got
Okay.
it. Yeah. So you cover that up.
Okay.
It's fantastic.
It almost just looks like a regular longsword.
Almost. So is there like a little gem just like peeking out?
Yeah. If you move
Okay.
your hand on the hilt too much, you can see him a little bit. But normally, while it's just hanging out, like on your back or wherever you carry it, it's not noticeable.
Okay. Sweet.
Okay, so you make your way through the rest of the woods unhindered. There's no more attack owls, and you
Good.
find yourselves at a river. This river seems like it's a little bit too wide to just, like, you can't, it's not like a little creek. You can't just jump over it. You either would have to go into the water, or you do see a bridge that is a little bit dilapidated, but it could maybe one at a time hold you as you try to cross the bridge. What are you going to do?
I think I would go for the bridge, but what do you guys think? Because I
Yeah.
mean,
You're small, so
yeah, actually, if I go
how deep is the water?
You're not sure. Do you have some way to tell? Do you want to roll perception, or you have like a stick you can throw in there and see how deep?
I mean, if it's just normal water, I just start walking through it.
we can ask Bullywug if he can take one of his javelins.
Oh,
and put it
yeah.
down.
Well,
Keep
no,
the jab.
not even that. Bullywog, you're a flipping frog. Can you please
yeah.
just go into the water and see if it's good?
Bullywug does not like you.
Can someone else ask, please?
I'll say, Bullywug, can you see how deep that water is? Is that something you can find out for us, buddy?
And Bullywug says, fine. And he goes into the water. And he doesn't know how deep it is, but it's like if you can't swim, you're not going to make it across.
Ooh.
You can't
Okay.
just walk into it. Unless you can part the water like Moses somehow.
You know what sucks so much is that I had a choice between what I took for my level 7 skill and control water, which one of the things was part water. And I was like, we'll never, ever use this. Mark never puts us in water situations.
Huh.
Yeah, is the bridge far from where we are, or is it like right next to where we're,
It's not far. You're basically right up on it. You have the choice of try to go in the water. Bullywug will be just fine to get to the other side. In fact, that's what he does. He swims back and forth, and he can get to the other side. It's
Can he
maybe
carry us?
Bullywug is very small.
probably me, but
He can't
No,
carry.
no.
He can't carry anyone. He just goes back and forth and says, "Look, guys, it's real easy."
I feel like he's taunting us, guys. Like, we've got to...
Beetle.
I feel
jump
like
in.
I could swim.
Beetle, this
Yeah.
is really easy. This will be so easy for you. You should just come on in.
Okay, thanks, bully buddy. And I start
He doesn't-
swimming. Now, as I'm swimming, I realize that the owl dust I had in my pocket basically dissolves away.
Uh
So I'm going to take that out of my inventory, which is
Sad.
really sad.
huh.
No, my owl dust!
I'm going for the bridge.
Okay, let's do Beetle first. Cocky, what were you gonna do? You're gonna swim too?
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do the bridge. I don't want to get any of my loot wet. I feel like that would completely ruin my tinderbox. So
True. Beetle, let's do an athletics.
Oh, that's good. I have a plus 20.
Let's see
on
how. No, you don't.
that.
what?
I rolled 11, and I have a plus 3.
You get in the water and it's very cold to you, but you're in the water. You're not drowning. You're kind of floating. You're not really sure how to swim, but
What? You think I would have known that before jumping in?
I don't know. You're not drowning. You're doing all right.
Okay, so I just let the tide take me or the current.
There's not really much of a current. It's not. You're not sure where this river is coming from. It's
Okay.
it's a little bit. It's not like stagnant water, but there's not much. It's not like rapids or anything. It's not gonna pull you if you're just
Bully
hanging out in
buddy.
there.
I'm made a poor decision here. Is that Bully Buddy's response?
He says, "Ha ha ha! You'll be okay. Come on."
Can you please just pull me to the other side? I cannot swim.
Sure. Do you have any rope?
No, I'll hold your little flipper.
Let's see. What does Bullywug have to help?
I'll hold his belt loop. I'll mount him. What is this gonna take?
Hold on to the inside of his pocket.
Yeah.
He pulls out his winter blanket and tosses it your way and holds onto one end.
Thanks.
All right, can you reach it? Let's roll. We'll just do athletics again.
That's a 2 plus 3, 5.
You do not catch it.
Yikes.
Bullywug says, "What are you doing?"
You gotta get it closer, friend. I am having a hard time here.
Bullywug just gets in the water again and starts pulling you by your tunic or whatever you're wearing.
Thank you. Oh.
How fast can he swim? Not very fast. It'll take a little bit, especially he's going to have to go half speed to try to get you across.
Okay, we're bridge friends.
Is there
How they
anything you
doing?
can do to help him, Beetle?
No,
Are you going to try to like paddle your hands or kick your feet or anything?
I don't know how to swim, so I don't understand the process of floating in water or anything. Apparently, I'm very stupid.
Bullywug says, "Kick your feet."
So I kick my feet.
Not like that. Not out of the water.
Oh my gosh. Bully buddy, leave me here to die. I'm kidding. Don't do it. Don't do it.
All married couple.
So
How
there's
we doing on
nothing
the
you
bridge,
can
by the
do.
way?
So it's just going to take a real long time. Okay, so Dave is going to go test out the bridge first because you can tell that you probably should go one at a time.
So what am I rolling?
Let's roll. What do we got
Athletics
here?
or-
It's let's roll survival. As you try to
Plus
cross
0.
this bridge. It's made of stone, but so it's not like you're gonna like on a big rope bridge that has wooden slats. You're not gonna, but it could crumble.
12.
With a 12, it starts to get a little shaky as you cross, as you get on it. Like maybe some of the rocks are crumbling underneath you, but it's not awful. You're little, so you're kind of making your way across.
Uh-oh.
All right.
So you cross slowly.
Pretty
You get
good.
about to the middle
way
of the
up.
bridge.
On my way across, I would like to see if I can try to take note of the weak spots so I can tell Conky as he's coming across. Maybe if I can. That's
Sure.
something I noticed.
Roll a perception.
But there was a 19. That's 16.
16 is good enough.
perception.
You have more, but you don't need your modifier. 16's enough. You can tell that it just seems like the whole bridge is a weak spot. So it's not like if you walk on any one spot, it's worse than any other. Just the whole thing is not
All right.
stable. Someone that's too heavy might collapse it into the water, but
Ooh.
Okay.
Gives me an idea for later.
but so you get to the middle of the bridge, and let's roll another survival.
15.
15's good enough. And you cross the bridge and you're on the other side. And Bullywug is over there. Beetle still seems to be in the water, but he's close to the edge.
Yeah, I crawl up.
Okay, roll me athletics to see how good you are at crawling up.
Oh my gosh. IDK, is that 20?
That's a nat 20. You are very good at climbing up. You're not so good at swimming, but you're great at climbing up to the bank of this little tiny river.
Crushed it.
It was cold in there, guys. You made the right choice not taking the watery route.
How are you so bad at swimming?
How are you so bad at being a friend?
We are not friends.
Damn.
You're lucky I helped you at all.
I ignore him.
Okay, Conky, what are you going
Cross
to do?
your arms and turn away from him.
Yeah.
What's the Jackalope doing during all this?
He's watching to see what happens if the bridge collapses or if he's gonna have to swim.
Gotcha.
Okay. Are they good swimmers?
We'll
I'm
see.
gonna guess. Yeah,
Oh,
I don't
damn.
know.
Okay.
Jackal wears a shape changer, so he could turn into anything.
True.
Fine.
Could
All
turn
right.
into a bridge.
Well, I would like to use my second wind ability. This draws upon a small cache of stamina, and it protects me from using or from basically like causing harm.
Okay.
So you can use a bonus again to regain hit points. I'm sorry, you can use a bonus action to regain hit points equal to your 1d10 plus your fighter level. Oh, I guess that should probably do it after I cross if I get any damage.
Hopefully you don't.
Okay, well,
Roll
what am
to
I doing?
drown.
Performance or what am I rolling here?
Let's
for?
roll survival to see if you can cross this bridge.
9. I have a 3 bonus.
So you got a 12 just like Dave did.
12.
You start crossing ever so gingerly because you know that Dave is small and somewhat light, and you're much taller, and the bridge seems like it's not doing as well under your weight as it did under Dave's. But you get about a quarter of the way over the bridge and roll another survival check.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
It seems a little shaky here.
nat 20.
Hey, this part of the bridge is suddenly extremely stable. It seems like you could just stand here forever and nothing bad would ever happen to you.
I would recommend it.
Yeah. Come on, Conky.
You keep on walking, you get to the middle of the bridge and everything seems fine. It seems just as stable as before, and you keep on walking, confident now that this bridge is just fine. I don't know what Dave's problem was. And as you get 3/4 of the way over the bridge, roll me one more survival check.
Not one.
How'd you call that?
No.
Yeah,
Hey.
I got a 4
Get ready to
with
jump
my
in, Bully.
bonus.
Well, as you get to the end of this bridge, with that roll, you're going to have to jump because the bridge is quickly collapsing behind you. Like a action movie or Indiana Jones. So
Get the
what do
one
we
hand up
got?
on the bridge.
Rolling
Yeah, I'm gonna try to
athletics.
reach. I'm gonna jump and try to reach for the edge of the bridge.
Okay, rolling athletics and see how well you do. It's not hard to do.
Come
You're almost-
on. Nat
No.
1.
You try to jump,
Two more
but
rounds in
you
a row.
forget
If he
forget
rolls
how
one
it's
more, he auto
done.
dies.
Yeah, you try to jump, but you forget how to jump apparently, and you just jump straight up in the air, and you find yourself having fallen into the water, and the bridge is now fully collapsed around you. You're not going to take any damage from the bridge, the rock bridge falling into the water with you. You kind of fall with it on top of it, but it's fully submerged, and you're going to have to swim. Just roll another athletics and see if you can make it to the. You're pretty close to the edge of the water.
You said in athletics?
Yeah.
So that means I got a 13.
13 is fine. You make it to the edge, but you're pretty tired after all of that. The Jackalware thinks you guys are real dumb, and he just turns into, let's see. He just turns into a duck and swims easily across the river and makes it to the other side.
I
When
didn't
he
know
get-
he could transform. That was
I hate
crazy.
this guy.
Yeah.
Could've
And he
helped us
gives you all a thumbs up.
Could have turned into a boat or something, and we could have just sailed across. But no.
He can turn into a humanoid or anything he wants, basically. Okay. So you guys are all on the other side of this little river. What are you going to do now?
Scott needs a
Pausing.
rest.
I'm just a little tired. As long as we keep walking, I think I'll be all right. I
Yeah.
didn't lose any hit points or anything, so.
Yeah.
I recommend we rest for approximately 90 seconds
Why? Why 90 seconds?
because the launch is going to happen.
Oh,
And we have
is
to
it?
see if
Because it was delayed from 3 days ago.
Yeah, because of the weather. So we've got 48 seconds to lift off.
Okay.
Nice
Well, in the
call.
meantime, you guys see in front of you, you are much farther away from any civilization than you realized. Somehow, maybe the Jackaware had taken you into the forest, and somehow Beetle got into this forest, but it's very far from where you started on in the city of Chewia. So all you really can see in front of you now is a path and then like some fields and trees. You don't see the city of Chewia. You don't see the mountains that you're used to or the desert. It's just this path, and it seems like it's going to take you a while to get where you're going.
Lovely.
How many seconds now?
5, 4, 3,
Where are you
2,
going?
1.
I'm on what looks like the NASA's live stream. The rocket's already up. Unless I'm crazy.
Delay.
No, I'm probably mine's delayed.
Nice.
There she goes.
And for some reason, the U.S. is sending manned flight missions into space again. We did it.
At least it's a SpaceX rocket. So
Yeah.
Well, I mean, SpaceX, like on 2 or 3 days ago, right after that had that they had delayed it, they ended up doing another test for one of their rocket systems, and it exploded. So I was like, oh gosh.
Hopefully
To be
not
the
this same
astronauts on
kind.
there and trust SpaceX with your life.
Yeah.
all right. So
You're going to follow
we
this
have
path?
what's that?
You're going to follow the path?
We believe that path goes towards.
It's the only path in front of you. You could go rogue and just walk through the fields, but you're not sure where you are or where that will take you.
I guess we follow the. I would follow the path. What do you guys want to do?
I'll follow down the path.
Path it is.
Sweet.
So you go down the path. Let's see. I don't know if I gave you any danger on this path. Let's roll for it.
For danger.
No danger at this time.
Good.
So you
No
walk down this
owls.
path, but it's still bright outside. It's maybe midday now after fighting these owls and getting through a forest and crossing over a river. And you're a little bit tired, but you keep on walking. Does anyone have rations?
I think in my thing I have rations. Let's see. It's not on that sheet, Dave.
Anything?
Let's see.
To your left, as you're looking for your rations, you see that river just kind of continues down, sort of along with the path. The path gets wider and farther away from it in different points, but you can still see where the river is. It seems to be going that same direction, sort of. And then there's the path, and then there's just the plains.
Well, it says in my thing I do have 5 days of rations, but I'm assuming by now I just didn't keep track that I would have eaten some of it.
Yeah, we'll say you have a day's worth left,
Sure,
which
sounds good.
you don't know if that'll be enough, but maybe.
I'll have a little for myself. I don't let anybody see that I'm eating it,
Ouch.
just in case.
My stomach goes.
I'll eat the frog first if we have to, but you know,
Thanks.
The frog
Yeah,
is
it's
very
me.
powerful. Good luck.
frog legs.
Okay, so are you going to take a little break, or are you going to keep walking down this path?
I don't see any reason to stop.
Yeah,
But
let's do it.
somebody roll perception. Maybe both of you. Bullywug will roll perception. Oh, Bullywug only rolls a 6. Bullywug can't tell how long it's going to take on this path.
I don't want to talk about it.
Beetle didn't roll well either. Dave?
16.
16. With a 16, you can tell. Oh, what's Conky going to roll?
6.
Percent.
Perception
Yeah.
or
You
that's +3, so I got a 9.
Yep. Only Dave, who's secretly, unbeknownst to everyone else, eating rations, knows
Yes.
that it probably will take you most of the day on this path before you get anywhere you can recognize.
All right. Does there anything appear to be between us and where we want to be that's a point of interest, like a village or a house or a ruins or a building or anything like that?
Not that you can see where you are on the path. You'd really just see rolling plains ahead of you and off into the horizon. You can't see much else. As you go further down the path, you might be able to see other stuff.
Yeah, I share with them. I say that this looks like this is going to take us all day. I'm pretty sure. You guys want to try to pick up the pace, or do we want to try to rest or camp for the night or something like that?
Bullywug starts eating flies out of the air. He sticks out his tongue and eats some flies. Bullywug will be fine.
All right. Ooh, can Bullywug turn into like a giant horse so we can ride on his back?
The
Not
Jackalware
Bullywug,
could, but he's not
Jackal
interested in
is-
that.
Too bad he can't turn into a dragon and just fly us back.
Yeah, seriously, or just a school bus.
To your left, as you follow this path, you do see that river still, and beyond that is the forest, the dense forest that you came from. You could cross over the river again, try to, and go into the forest for some reason, or just keep following the path and hope nothing attacks you.
I think any way we go, we're going to get attacked by something. So I'll vote path. And, I don't know if we could pick up the pace at all or not, but I think that sounds like a good idea.
You could try.
Let's do
What do
it.
you,
I know that I'm still probably tired though, right? Because I didn't get any food or anything.
Yeah, I didn't get food either.
you guys don't have anything in your? I mean, my inventory said I had it, so
I don't think I do. I think I used it all. Because we rested. Oh no, I have 10 days of rations. I think I've used 3 of them though, because we've rested like this before.
don't let Beetle see.
I'm gonna share my rations with Beetle.
Nice guy. What a nice guy.
Thanks, Conky. That was really generous of you. Unlike some people.
You wouldn't know.
So I am depleted down to 5 days of rations.
Sad. Trying to see if I can find you some kind of treasure to get after you beat this person or this being.
What being?
Stay tuned.
You'll see. We'll give you this if you destroy it. All right. So as you go down this path, you suddenly everybody roll perception. Bullywug will roll perception. Bullywug cannot tell what's going on ever.
18. I don't even need it.
Dang. Dave?
I only rolled an 8, so
Oh.
I'm
Conky-
distracted by a butterfly.
Oh wait, let's see what the Jackalware can tell.
I got a net 20.
You did?
Yeah.
Jackalware moves off of the path about 10 feet to your left, closer to where the water is, but he doesn't say anything and you don't know why. Bullywug just looks at him and thinks that's weird. What are you doing over there? And keeps walking forward. And Beetle, anybody who beat a 16, so Beetle and Conky?
Yep.
Not Dave, though. Beetle and Conky can tell there's danger ahead.
Oh.
And you start to hear a slight rattle.
Rattlesnake?
No. Could be. Jackalware is
we're in
out
a
of
rattlesnake
danger,
house,
and the
isn't it?
4 of you are in harm's way. You gonna keep going forward, Dave?
If they stop, I'm gonna turn and go, What are you guys doing? There's a cool butterfly going that way. Don't you guys want to follow the cool butterfly I saw?
No, there's danger ahead.
Danger.
I definitely thought you meant there was a butterfly in real life in your house.
I rolled an 8. I said I did not notice anything when I rolled perception, so I said, yeah, I got distracted by a butterfly.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Okay. So yeah, I'll just okay, so they said there's danger, so I'll get my bow and arrow ready.
Okay. And suddenly you see in front of you a giant venomous snake. You can tell that it's venomous
Giant.
because it's got its mouth open and it's got its fangs down and there's some dripping off of its fangs.
Anyone speak snake?
That means it's full of venom, so it could easily kill all of us.
What y'all gonna do?
Like how big when you say giant?
Medium size,
Like a real life medium sized snake?
like bigger than Dave.
Pretty big for a snake.
Yeah,
Wait, Dave inside of our little thing, or like actual Dave?
Actual David.
character Dave.
Actual Dave.
Okay, so I tried talking. I'm like, hello, we mean no you no harm. This has worked so well in the past, but I'm gonna try.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just go, pss, pss.
the snake has
Yeah.
no languages and just stares at you and looks like he's about to strike.
Yell out House Slytherin. Maybe, I don't know.
Can I pick up and throw Beetle to where he touches him and uses his special ability?
Oh,
And,
yeah.
like it has it to where he can understand languages, or can
Is
you
that
not
what you're
use
gonna
that
do?
again Yet?
Well, I can use it whenever I want.
Is that what you
I
do?
think. Yeah,
That's
pick
a
me
good
up,
idea.
friend.
As Conky
Wow,
picks
alright.
up Beetle,
Big though.
this is a quick movement apparently because the snake starts to bite, and he will
Uh-oh.
bite Beetle, who's being picked up
Fancy that.
and launched toward him. Apparently,
You should like grab onto him as he pulls.
he's just
him
gonna
away.
bite.
Yeah. Okay, so as he bites me, I grab him.
He rolls a 24 to hit Beetle.
That hits.
And he hits one target. We'll see. He doesn't do much damage, but he does 5 piercing damage, and you have to make a Constitution saving throw. Beetle.
I am terribly sorry, Beetle.
17.
Ooh.
Oh, good.
nice.
So DC was 11. You take half of the damage that he will roll, which is so we'll say 3. Just 3 more damage. Not bad.
so bad.
But you don't feel very good because, again, it's a venomous snake.
Yeah, that kind of sucks, but I did touch him so that we can now communicate.
You're communicating with the snake?
Yes. Ouch, why'd you bite me?
He's not going to say anything to you. You want to persuade him to speak? He can speak, but he doesn't have to.
No, you know what? Let's just slaughter this guy. I give up. I give up trying to play nice with these people.
All right.
My
let's-
guy's going to have a sudden shift in mindset, especially with the venom rushing through his veins and being part Jackalware.
Let's roll initiative then. He'll be at the end
Um,
since he just bit.
I'm going to destroy him. 9 for Beetle.
What are we rolling?
Initiative.
8 again.
Uh,
Last
I,
again.
I got 19.
Whoa, so Conky's going to get a chance to get this guy first.
Ooh.
Action.
It'll hit.
All right.
He slithers
I
away.
am
He's got
gonna
a speed of
use-
30 feet, but he's not out of range of anything. You just have to go up to him.
Okay. So I'm gonna try to use my handy dandy rune sword again because this is working out very well.
Yes, it is. It's so
Um,
strong.
It is so strong. So let's roll. I'm gonna run up on him and try to like stab him in the top of his head, kind of like Harry Potter.
All right.
You know. Yeah. Fuck me. That one.
Oh my gosh, that was almost.
So as you
I'm
run up with your
switching dice again.
as you
because
run
of
up with your
these.
special sword, possibly because you covered the hilt and the runes with your rope, you aren't able to do any damage. You try to slash it down into the snake's head, and it seems like maybe his skull is made of iron. Who knows? But it just
Oh,
bounces
gosh.
back up, and you accidentally slash Dave. Let's
Nice.
see how much damage Dave takes.
Ooh,
Just 2 damage.
yikes.
Not bad.
I'm sorry, Dave.
That's all right.
Why did you
This
do
is-
that? Bullywug says.
4.
It was an accident, Bullywug, I swear.
And
I was
Bullywug
trying, but
Bull-
this snake is Iron Man. I mean, Iron Snake.
Bullywug
Yeah.
looks at Conky and isn't sure if he should attack Conky or the snake and decides he's going to go for the snake anyway. It's
Thank you,
Bullywug's turn.
Bullywug.
He's going to
Iron Snake.
use his longsword.
Iron Snake sounds like a new Marvel show.
He rolls a
Ooh.
20 to hit. Let's see, where's my D8? And he'll do 4 plus what? 3. 7 slashing damage. So he slashes the snake, but again, it seems like he's somehow protected. Maybe it's because he's so giant. His skin, he doesn't cut through it with his long sword. He doesn't slash off part of the snake, but he does slash it, and he does 8 damage. Which brings us to whose turn? Beetle. Gonna cast some more spells?
Yeah. So, is anyone really close to the snake?
The snake is slithering around.
Yes. It's not
So-
like close to anyone, right?
He's doing like his zigzag thing.
Okay.
He's not going away, but
I'm going to overkill with this.
Lightning bolt.
Lightning bolt.
all right. What
Called
does
out of
lightning
Mountain
bolt do?
Domain to cast a lightning bolt, which is 100 feet by 5 foot wide. It's a dexterity saving throw, and this is super overpowered. It's 8d6.
You are really
So-
mad at this.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, 12, 14, 16 damage.
16 damage to the snake with your lightning bolt spell.
Yeah.
The snake takes 16 damage. What does your
Did he
lightning
roll-
bolt do? How does it slash him? How does it hit him?
Oh, it just. I don't
Your lightning
know.
bolt comes from the sky and
No, it comes from my hands.
oh,
It's 100 feet long. It's a really
Like-
long lightning bolt.
like Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, like kama yeah.
So you use your
Right.
hands and you point them toward the snake, and a lightning bolt comes from him, and he takes some damage, but he slithers around and he's looking more pissed because he's not dead, and he's taking lightning bolts and swords against him.
It's because
Which brings
he's
us to
douchebag.
Dave.
My turn.
Your turn, Dave.
Going with the bow again. Tried and true bow. D20, sorry. 17 without my plus.
Oh yeah,
I think that is.
definitely.
2d8. Misplacing my d8. Okay. 2d8 plus 4. 2. 2. So 8. 8 points.
8 damage.
Piercing.
And with that, on the snake's turn, he's going to slither away toward the water. He's
Good.
got
Let him
30 feet
leave.
of movement, so he's going to make it to the water, and y'all can chase him if you want, or you can just go on your merry way, but you're going to have to head toward the water to get him.
Yeah, I'm okay with letting him go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's what you get, you wily snake, you.
Tell your
Wily
friends what
snake.
happened here.
Yeah.
As you see the snake slither away, since he's been hit fairly decently, you see a potion on the ground.
Ooh. Well, I think Beetle, you're the
Potion
closest thing
Meister.
to most
Damage.
magically sensitive, I guess you'd say.
Okay,
What's it-
so I think I hear what you're saying, Dave. You say to pick it up and drink it, so I pick it up and drink it.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I wasn't going to say that, but sure.
Sure. You pick up this potion, and here's what the potion is: oil of sharpness. This clear gelatinous oil sparkles with tiny ultra-thin silver shards. The oil can coat one
Dang.
slashing or piercing weapon up to 5 pieces of slashing or piercing
Why did
ammunition.
you make me drink this?
Applying the oil takes 1 minute. For 1 hour, the coated item is magical and has a +3 bonus to attack and damage rolls. So the inside of your throat is magical and has a +3 bonus to damage and attack rolls.
I'm gonna remember that.
Plus 3 larynx.
3 bonus to attacks
For 1 minute.
with
Slash.
throat.
Throat of
Yikes.
slashing.
Yeah, you gotta use your throat, apparently.
I got it.
And it lasts for an hour.
feel like I have a sore throat now.
Yeah. Why did you do that? Why do you do things like this? Bullywug says.
Because Dave said, "Hey, Beetle, you should drink that."
I'm not quite sure I said that.
Dave did not say that.
What did Dave say? Bully Smog.
Dave said, look, you should take this.
Yeah, take this as in consume it.
Bullywug just
Well-
shakes his head at Beetle.
I have a deadly stomach and throat.
Hey, you know what, Bully? Do you really have our best interest in mind?
Bullywug is not the one who drank a stupid potion.
I spit on Bullywug,
Too
which
damage.
in theory will be enhanced.
Are you trying to harm Bullywug?
No, I spit at his feet.
Oh.
Like, don't cross me, Bullywug. Otherwise, that'll be on you next time.
Bullywug rolls his eyes and walks away. So soon you come upon a fork in the road. You can go straight the way that you were going before, or you can take a small detour right. How are you guys going to decide? Jackalware's still hanging in there, but he's not been attacked by a snake because he's not doing anything. He sees you guys start to move on and heads toward the fork in the road with you.
You guys want to take the slight detour to the right, or you want to go straight?
Conky should use his dice.
What?
Roll for it.
You roll in game. Roll to roll.
All right. Yeah, let's roll the dice.
To roll.
Let's see.
Okay, can I do this? Can I roll my d20 to get like the chance of me getting a d20 in the game? What is that sound?
I'm supposed to be helping my dad. He came over to use my garage to put a new exhaust on his car. So now he's trying to do it by himself. So I will have to leave soon. But...
And you're the one who said, let's play games after this?
No, yeah, that was a joke. It's not actually.
Oh. Classic.
So right
Beetle.
now he's using some air tool out there to cut.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
I'm gonna mute.
All right. I'll roll my d20. Let's see what we get in game.
Okay, so 0 to 10 will say you keep going, and 10 and above, you're going to take the
Take the
detour.
Yeah.
16. All right. Everybody good with taking the detour?
Sure.
All right, so Bullywug leads the way and starts heading toward the right. As you head toward the right, you see what looks like a big, like walled, it looks like a bunch of walls. You can see above it, like maybe there's buildings in there, but it's like a big old fortified city. And around it, you can see as you make your way closer, there's a giant moat.
More water to cross.
Did you
You know
forget
you're
that
still
you muted
muted,
yourself?
No, I didn't know I was still muted. Thank you.
I guess you guys want to work our way around this wall till we find like a bridge or an entrance way where we can say hello, we're lost or whatever. I don't know. Right? I'm assuming there's no bridge here or
You don't
entry
see
or
any
anything like
bridge
that,
from
just a
where
wall.
you are. You're approaching from the north toward the city.
We could pick a direction, just go around the wall.
Yeah, let's just see if there's an entrance somewhere. I assume there is. No one just creates a moat around their place without having an entrance.
So you
That's
start
a fire
walking.
hazard.
You start walking, and we'll just say that you keep kind of going toward where the road was going, which is to the right for you and is sort of to the west. And you see the city is quite large and sprawling, but next to it, as you go around the back of it, essentially the city, you see a second moat and another fortified city. As you walk around the back, what turns out to be the back, there's no gates on this side. There's not a way really to cross. You don't know what's in the water. It could be dangerous. And you can continue walking the way you're going and go around the second city, which is going to take you some time. It took you a little while to get across this first one. It's maybe 3 p.m. now, and you know that it got dark at 4 yesterday.
And we don't see any apparent entrance to the second city either.
You don't.
Damn.
You could
We're
camp
not having
out here
great
for the
luck finding
night.
Entrances.
I asked Jackalwire or whatever his name is. Can you turn into some kind of bird and just go up high and see if there's any kind of entrance or any best way to go for us to get where we want to go? Would you mind?
And that's what he does. He goes up high and he can look around and he sees all sorts of stuff. He comes back down and turns back into his hybrid form and says nothing.
What'd you see?
And he just starts walking.
Want to just follow him and just cross our fingers? Or
Let's just follow him. Good idea.
yeah,
Okay.
just follow him, I guess.
So Bullywug starts following him too. And y'all keep walking the way that you're going already. And you finally get to maybe 30, 45 minutes later, you think, you finally get to the other side of the second city. And you can see sort of around the bend, maybe if you keep going, there's some more wall and moat to deal with, but you can see sort of, it looks like there's probably a bridge up there.
All right, cool. I guess we'll continue heading that way.
Okay. As you as you walk, the bridge comes into clearer view. It's a very big bridge. It's been very well kept up, but it doesn't seem like it's gotten too much traffic. It may be that people don't generally go in and out of the city. It may be self-sustaining, especially since it's surrounded by a moat. You're going to go
All right.
up to the bridge. You're going to cross the bridge and see what happens.
Well, I mean, if it's getting dark, I'm going to take a stab at that we shouldn't be traveling in the dark. Maybe we should try to set up camp and see if we can find a place to hole up in the city. So maybe go up to the bridge, see if there's any guards, anything there that we can say hello and talk to and like that.
Yeah. You can go up toward the bridge and you do see what are these? No, not that. You see a golem that seems to be protecting the bridge and the city. It's a flesh golem.
What does that look like?
What does it look like? Are you Googling it?
It looks like a zombie.
The flesh golem
Yeah,
does?
okay.
Are you sharing your screen with us, Beetle,
I wasn't, but I will.
to show us the flesh golem?
Flesh golem.
Ooh, there he is. It's like a Frankenstein's
pretty cool,
monster.
Oh, yeah, okay. Little Frankenstein dude.
Yeah.
So in theory, you should be able to speak something.
In theory, if he has language.
True. All right, so does anybody want to talk to him and say, hello?
I've really bad luck talking to things that could kill us. So
I don't wanna talk to that
I'm going
thing.
to pass. Let's just try walking by him.
I might just stop and say, hello, sir.
And as long as you don't get onto or walk by him to try to get on the bridge, he just stares at you. Doesn't seem to understand.
Oh,
So we have to go through the water again.
that's one way to go. Can't think of anything else to do. I mean, he's guarding. He's going to attack us. And then if he attacks us, then the whole city's against us, basically, I would think. So we got to either sneak around him or communicate with him.
Hey, you want to touch him?
Hey, yeah. Why don't you
So
go over and touch him?
I slowly walk out or up to him, and I'm putting my hand out like this, like you're trying to touch a very hostile animal. Does he react at all?
Are you touching him?
I'm slowly walking toward him with my hand outstretched.
He doesn't do anything if you're not touching him.
I then create a pointing motion, and I poke him.
And when you poke him, we'll say not. Let's see. Let's roll for it. nothing happens when you poke him, but you can tell that's maybe not a good idea.
Well, while I poked him, I cast the tongue, so now I can communicate with him, and hopefully communicating with him. I apologize about poking you, good sir. We are looking for a place to sleep through the night. Is your city welcoming us?
He shakes his head.
What would it take for your city to welcome us? Is there anything we can do to help you?
He doesn't say anything.
I'm just gonna walk by you. Is that okay?
He puts up his hand, like
I don't
in a
think that's
stop
a good idea.
motion,
I give him a high five.
and he's gonna slam into you. That's not the right one. Let's see if he can. He probably can.
Right.
That's a 20 to hit.
Nope. That's a hard miss.
That's a 10.
Is this opposite day?
And he's gonna do
It is.
9 damage, 9 bludgeoning damage to you with his slam.
Okay, and then as
And he goes back to his
slams
place.
me, I feel as though my body would react, and I'd go like, and I'd spit a little bit of spit out.
Cool.
And does it hit him?
Your spit? Sure,
Yeah.
but it's protecting your throat. Are you gonna like turn your throat inside out and attack him with it?
I thought maybe the potion would enhance my spitting abilities. Okay.
It goes pretty far, and he doesn't seem to like it, but he doesn't take any magical damage.
Okay.
You got some distance on the spit, but
So, okay, he slammed me. I'm hurt. I turn to the rest of the party and I say, what do you guys want to do? I give up. Again, negotiating with people.
I asked the jackalope dude. I said, are you familiar with this with these golems? Are you friendly with them?
He doesn't say anything. Bullywug looks at you and says, maybe we could wait and see if there's a shift change.
All
But if we
right,
wait too
fair
long,
enough.
we're going to be in the dark, bully.
Oh, it's getting dark now.
You know what I say? I say we just all rush him. One of us will get hurt. I get that. But the rest of us can get into the city safely. I vote not me because I'm quite injured.
Wait, you said we all are gonna rush him except for you?
No, I'm saying we will all rush him, and hopefully I'm not the one that he targets, bully buddy.
I say we all roll a d20 and see who gets the lowest number, and that's the person that dies. Or not dies, but like gets hit on the way through.
Bullywug rolled a 17.
Ooh. 15.
18.
Uh-oh, it's me.
Oh no, Dave!
Oh no, Dave.
Cocky, why did you just devise this
He was
plan?
hoping that I would have died.
Now he beats me with a roll.
So what do you want Dave to do?
What am I doing? Trying to walk past him or go around him?
No,
We just all rush in a big huddle, and he smacks you on the way through. I don't know.
No, but right before we start rushing, I'm like, okay, let's see if this works. And I look at the flesh golem and I say, sleep. And I command him to sleep.
Is that a spell?
Yes, it is.
What happens with this spell?
Target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or follow the command.
So what's your wisdom save? What does he have to save
11.
against?
11s.
11s?
11s. 16 11s.
11Z.
Let's see. Hero 17.
So as we're running, I do that. Nothing works, but I'm like, sorry, Dave.
How wide is the area to get past him?
The bridge is about 8 feet wide. It's a big old bridge.
All right. We're doing that. Okay, so yeah, it next to him or behind him, is it like an open doorway or an archway, or is it like a locked door? Or
There's a gate.
does it appear locked?
Oh,
It is
I didn't know there was
down.
a gate.
It's down.
Oh,
So
okay.
it may raise from the inside, which means even if we beat this guy up, there may not open the gate for us. Or it should say definitely won't open the gate for us. Probably more accurate.
Maybe you can try to cast something else, Beetle.
Wait a
I don't
minute.
have anything else. What am I gonna cast? I'm gonna
Hey,
cast
Beetle,
what?
Hold person.
can you
I don't have that.
do you have any hey Arlesia teleport us where we want to go spells on you?
I didn't. Yeah, I mean, I have the ability to do that, but I don't right now because I have not converted anyone recently.
Okay.
So,
Hmm.
I
I don't know if you can convert the golem.
so
Can I
you-
convert to a different religion and then have Cody,
eh,
or I'm sorry, Beetle, convert me back?
What religion do you want to convert him to?
no, he's saying like he can convert to atheism, and then I can convert him back to Alessia or whatever the heck it is. But real quick, can we at least make it past him?
Oh
So
yeah,
you-
the three of you, apparently Bullywug was in on this plan. Conky, Beetle, and Bullywug do the plan and make it past him, and now just Dave by himself is having to deal with this flesh golem. And
Okay.
you get
okay.
to the other side of him and you see that there's a gate in the down position.
What?
Yeah.
So it's like a
There's
One
a
of those
bridge over the moat
ching.
that leads to the ground in front of the city now, but it's you can tell that it would raise up and down this gate.
gotcha. I don't know what to do.
Can you try to lift the gate?
Ooh, you can try.
I can try. I don't think I'm that strong, but let's see what
Just
my
yell out,
plus-
raise the gate like a golem.
I do have a +4. Let's go
For
it.
raising gates.
I'm gonna try to raise the gate with my bare hands.
Roll gate raise.
Rolled a 4, 8. Hold on, my wife's at the door.
So Conky tries to
His
raise
wife.
this gate, and with an 8, he strains and strains. He pulls as hard as he can, but nothing happens. Absolutely nothing happens. The gate doesn't move. It doesn't even make a creak. This gate is very heavy.
I'm gonna take a few gold out of my pocket and wave it to the golem and point at the gate and
Good idea.
smile. I don't know if he wants money. I have no idea, but I don't have a lot of other options except for killing him. Or
It
attempting
doesn't
to kill
seem like he is worried about that.
All right.
It seems like
What
his
else?
one task has been to protect the bridge and the city from anyone trying to enter it.
Let's see.
So he's gonna slam Dave,
Yay.
which is only a 12 to hit, which will not hit. But he gets 2 attacks, which he didn't make before. And that's a 24 to hit.
I
Where's
think
my
he might hit
eights?
me.
He will do 14 damage to Dave.
Ooh.
You gonna do anything back to him, Dave?
Yeah.
We'll just say it's you two right now. Nobody has to roll initiative. You two are taking turns because the other 3 have abandoned you. And Jackalware is just standing on the other side of the gate, not
man.
approaching or crossing where a golem is.
All right. I am going to. How far away is he from me?
The golem's right by you.
All right.
You
So
could
I'm going to try my
walk.
Dragon's Tooth, which is +5 attack and 1d10 +3.
Nice.
13, so 18.
Oh yeah, that hits. His
Nice.
AC is low.
Where the hell is my d10? There she is. Right? D10. Yeah. All right. 10 plus 3, 13.
13 damage. You were using
Nice.
your dragon's tooth,
Yep.
and you smash it into the flesh golem, and because he's flesh, a little blood spurts out, but he's still up. He's doing his duty, protecting the place.
Also, I do have bonus action on each of my turns in combat, and I'm going to use dash to move 30 feet away to back up, like 20, 30 feet.
Yeah, what is your normal speed? You can go as much as you want, but dash lets you go up to double your speed. So you've got 25. You could go 50 if you want.
Yeah, I'm just gonna back up, like 20, 30 feet, and then I'm gonna switch to my bow so that he doesn't have the the physical closeness.
All right, so you're sort of more where Jackalware is now, not on the other side toward the gate, but on the side
backward,
before the
away
moat.
from the gate. Yep.
While the other three are up by the gate. And with Dave and Jackalware not a threat, the golem heads toward you three, or us three.
Ooh, he's turning his back on me, is he?
No.
I like that.
Can we pause real quick and have a 5-second discussion as to why Austin's putting ketchup on his Frost or his McFlurry?
Did you not see that I brought a whole bag of food in too?
Oh no! All I saw was McFlurry, and I was like, "Oh, it must be a thing you guys do out there."
I have
Yeah, 2 states away or whatever.
Oh dang! Look at that.
Ooh, that looks good.
Yeah, I do have
Lucky.
to leave right after this. So
How many
Alright.
minutes more, Cody Beetle? Do you want to do?
So you guys are up, right? He's running away from me.
Do you want to try to defeat this golem before you go, or do you want to leave it here, Beetle?
Whatever
If,
works.
if he needs to go now, like I would be okay with finishing it up. I don't want to hold you if you need to help your dad. So
It's all good.
no, we can
With his
finish
nipple
it up
clamps?
real quick if you need to. We can get it done. I don't know how strong. Like, is this going to be a 15-minute battle?
Depends on
It's a pretty big
how you
battle.
beat him.
I will try my mightiest to roll d20s with my rune sword. How about that?
Throw your bottle of ketchup.
Okay, so then what happens is Beetle just lays down on the ground and falls asleep. See
How about
ya.
you attack him with your +5 throat?
He
Yeah,
can still
what?
attack you while you fall
Yeah,
asleep.
I'm gonna have to take his finger
Try to
in my
make him
mouth.
stick his whole hand down your throat.
When
Yeah.
he punches at you, just open your mouth and let it go down. And it'll go down.
and it will do all of 3 damage to him. But
How
hey,
many
it'll be worth it.
HP do you have right now, Beetle?
I have
60
He took
25.
what, like 7
two,
damage, right?
5, 2,
25 out of how many?
46.
Okay.
Oh. R.I.P.
Hey,
Yeah.
I am not a threat to this guy, so
You did spit at him.
and try to touch him.
okay. Message in Discord what the end result is. Hopefully I don't die. See ya.
See you.
All right. Later. We could take some death roll for him if you want, or do you want to just have him? He passes out from fear. I don't know.
Yeah, we could have him do that. He can still be attacked.
That's true.
I'll stand in front of him and try to like block the hits. I'll be like because I had fucking 84 hit points. I'm okay with that.
Bullywug gets out his longsword and gets ready to have to fight this golem.
You're a
And
tank.
we're going to all roll initiative.
Yay.
Except for Dave. He doesn't have to. You can. But
Oh, yeah.
if you want to get back on the bridge and attack the golem.
Well, I could probably get him from a distance with my short bow. That was my whole idea about backing up.
I go last. I got a 2.
You're not going to believe I rolled an 8 again for initiative.
What?
This is third time I rolled 8. I'm going to use my other die for initiative next time. Another D20.
And Beetle rolled a 6. So
Okay. So someone.
we'll go
Someone's
Bullywug,
active.
Golem, Dave. Beetle's not doing anything, and Conky. Bullywug's going to run up to the golem, try to use his longsword, and see what happens. It's an 18 to hit, which does hit. And he'll do D8. 6 slashing damage to the golem. Not
I'm really
great.
hoping that I'm really hoping that this golem is just a test, and if we can defeat him, we are worthy to enter the city. That's what I'm praying for.
It's gonna be exactly like last time, and a whole hot flock of golems are just gonna come out and like
Oh, yeah.
take us away.
Then we'll have to go to another, head god thing, giant golem with 9 legs, and
And then he's gonna send us back to the cave that we just got out of.
yeah.
A golem is going to slam into Bullywug, who just hit him, and as part of the 3 of you trying to get in the gate. And he's going to hit with a 20 to hit. Let's see. And he'll do 16 damage to Bullywug, which is not great for
Yikes.
Bullywug. Bullywug,
No. 'Cause
with
he
this
has what,
slam, Bullywug kind of falls back. He's not prone, he's not on the ground, but he's not looking happy.
Oof.
Which brings us to Dave.
Well, do I have any advantage if he turned away from me to run towards them? Is his back to me?
His back is to you.
All right. I'll go for a shot with my short bow. $19, nice. Plus
19 definitely hits.
2d8
Aim
plus
for the
4.
Achilles.
Yeah. 2d8 plus 4. Finally, an 8. A 6. 14 plus 4. So 18. Nice.
Your bow does a real good job this time. You pull it back, and even though you're a bit of a distance away, not out of range of what your bow can do, but out of range of what probably we've seen you do so far, you slam that arrow into the golem, and he's not going to turn back towards you, but he starts bleeding from the back because you slammed him in the back. You don't have multi, do you? You can't do a multi attack.
I do have bonus, but it's like running away or
Oh, yeah.
hide or
No.
I could summon one of those little creatures out of the bag, but I don't think I need it right now.
Beetle's going to do nothing because he's decided to take a nap on the ground out of fear or whatever his reason is. No one's quite sure why he's now sleeping.
He's playing possum.
So that brings us to Conky.
All right, I'm gonna reuse my rune sword in the air and just charge at this dude, trying to aim for the center of his chest.
Nice. Plunge
All right.
that thing into him.
Please, D&D gods.
No.
10 with my bonus.
Well,
10 hits. His AC's low.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay.
Whoa.
8. All right. 2d8. Let's go.
Have
Two.
some celebratory flurry for that one.
4. I hit 7 total.
It's not bad.
Could be worse. You could be just having fallen on the ground and not doing anything.
You could be sleeping in the middle of battle.
Yeah. But that brings us to the top of the order, which is Bullywug's turn again. Bullywug's going to use his longsword, and he's going to run up to the golem and try to get him.
Get
I
him,
use my
Bullywug.
second attack. I'll use that next time.
That's a 15 to hit, which does hit, and he'll do... no, that's only 1d8. 10 more damage to the golem. He
Nice.
slashes him with this guy. He's pretty good with his longsword for a little frog man. Which brings us to the flesh golem, who's going to go after Conky. Ooh, he rolls a nat 1. So the flesh golem
Oh.
tries to slam into Conky. Let's see
Redemption.
what's his max. He'll do
Feels
his
good.
max damage to himself. So he'll
Punches
do
himself in the face.
his max damage to himself, which is 20. So as he slams, he misses Conky entirely, just slams into the gate, and he takes some damage. Some serious damage from only himself. He has only himself to blame.
Nice.
The stitches holding his skin together start to unwind.
They do.
Yeah.
Which brings us to Dave.
Taking another shot. No, that's my initiative die. Okay. 10, 15.
15 does hit.
2d8. 5. Respectable. 1. Not respectable. So 10. 2d8 plus 4, 10.
and the flesh golem is not looking good. He's not happy that he's not going to probably be able to do his job, but he's not down. Beetle is still sleeping for some reason, and it brings us to Conky's turn.
He could have been nice to us.
You would think.
Yeah.
Poor guy. All right, I'm gonna do 2 attacks this time. Both with the rune sword, so I'm gonna roll for that.
Double swing.
All right, this one doesn't hit. Maybe I rolled an 8.
8 does not hit, barely though.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna try again. 10, so 14 total. So that
14
hits.
does hit.
All right, let's do 2d8. 3 plus 6 plus 3. 3 plus 6, 9 plus 3, 12. 12. Man, I suck at math.
With your special sword?
Yes, with my special sword.
With your special sword, you do 12 damage, and you take down this golem, and you slice him up, and his stitches all come apart, and now you're seeing the insides of the golem splaying out onto the bridge where you stand.
Yum.
Appetizing. Let's see what your special things are.
Take some of the guts and put them on Beetle as he's sleeping.
Yeah.
Or make a mask out of the skin. You could be like
Yeah,
a
right.
collector.
Just go, open the gate, please.
So,
They'll be like, you don't look like the golem we had out there before. Totally me.
ooh, that's cool. I like this. Okay. So having killed this golem, and now you still have to figure out how to deal with the gate and how to get inside the city, but the golem is definitely dead. And what you find when you loot him, which I assume you would do, is...
Yep.
Let's say that one last. He has a potion for some reason. Maybe the person who created him gave him this potion, who probably is inside the city and may not be happy that his golem is dead. It's a potion of flying. When you drink this potion, you gain a flying speed equal to your walking speed for 1 hour and can hover. If you're in the air when the potion wears off, you fall unless you have some means of staying aloft. This potion's clear liquid floats at the top of its container and has cloudy white impurities drifting in it.
Nice.
So, potion of flying. There's also a bag of beans. This is a wondrous item. Inside this heavy cloth bag are 3d4 dry beans. So let's see how many beans. Do I have 3? Yes, I do. 9. 9 dry beans inside this heavy cloth bag.
We don't know what they do.
So 9 fourths. Math is hard. So it weighs
We all suck at math today.
2. So we'll say it weighs 3 pounds. The bag weighs 3 pounds. That doesn't really that much matter. If you dump the bag's contents out on the ground, they explode in a 10-foot radius extending from the beans. Each creature in the
Jesus.
area must make, including you, must make a DC 15 dexterity saving throw, taking 5d4 fire damage on a failed save or half as much if you save. The fire ignites flammable objects in the area that aren't being worn or carried. If you remove a bean from the bag, plant it in dirt or sand and water it, the bean produces an effect 1 minute later from the ground where it was planted. Bag of beans.
Nice. Pretty cool, actually.
The
I
last
can
one,
see. God.
the last one that the golem has for some reason, it was on his finger, and now that all of his skin has fallen off, you see a ring. While wearing this ring, you can turn invisible as an action. Anything you're wearing or carrying is invisible with you. You remain invisible until the ring is removed, or until you cast a spell or do an attack, or you use a bonus action to become visible again.
I would love to have that ring.
The golem has no
I think
money.
that'd be really nice for you, especially because like you're so like short, like you could like
Stealthy
swiftly
and-
move away. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
could sneak into places, maybe.
Hell yeah.
I think someone should have. We'll do this later. It doesn't matter. We'll work it out. But the potion of flying and those bag of beans, you can just fly over a camp of bad guys and just drop the beans straight down. It's gonna
Yeah.
fucking blow them out of the water. Right? You can't miss.
Yeah.
You just go right over them and go whoop.
Hell yeah.
All right.
So there you go. You've killed the golem.
I'll hang on to the
You've
ring.
got some
You can take the other
sweet
stuff.
treats.
Nice.
And you got to figure out how to get inside of the city. If that's what you want to do now that you killed the golem. It would seem weird to turn around and go someplace else, but
Yeah, especially for the night. I mean, we probably will get, attacked if we continue traveling. I imagine
yeah.
more freaking owls or snakes or something. But
Yeah, it's
know.
definitely nighttime now.
yeah, I definitely think that when we resume, I think we should try to schmooze our way into the city and just say, "Hey, we were walking past your gate, and this golem, we took him out. Sorry, he went crazy. I don't know what happened."
Or blame
Can I
somebody else.
roll a perception to like look around to see if there's any like lever or something to open the gate on the outside.
Sure. Isn't your perception very bad?
No, my perception's actually a +3. It's my performance that's really bad. 12 and so 15.
15, you can't see anything on the outside of the gate that would let you in. It seems like it has to be on the inside, which
only
would be
someone could
inconvenient. They'd
fly
always
over
have
the
to leave
wall.
someone behind. Yeah, if someone could fly over the wall,
And drop some magic beans on the guards.
who knows what would happen to that person, but if you don't
Actually,
land, you'd be fine.
maybe next time. But I could probably, possibly go invisible and scale the wall, maybe, and then open the.
I could pick you up and we could both go over at the same time if I take the flying potion spell. 'Cause you're pretty light.
Yeah,
And then just leave Beetle, Bullywug, and Jackalware behind.
For the
Well, we
moment,
could tell them
yeah.
we're gonna try to go open the gate, maybe, and let them
Sure.
in.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
Do we want to wait till next time for that so we can we can have Beetle make walk himself in? We don't have to carry him.
Yeah, without the danger present, Bullywug goes back to the other side of the bridge and starts to he gets himself ready to make camp and go to sleep for the night.
I say we do that.
Which, if it's a long rest, y'all would be able to heal and whatnot as well.
Yeah, we
So
probably need
let's
to do
drag
that.
Beetle back over there, and I grab him by his foot and just kind of pull him across. He's just
Yeah,
like,
drag him in the
"Don't-
dirt,
don't
face down.
hit-
It's
hit
fine.
his head against the rocks."
All right, so we're gonna leave it at making camp outside of one of the Twin Cities. Hopefully, it's the nice one.
I hope. Doesn't seem like it so far, but
It's just
whatever.
the protector isn't nice.
the
Maybe the
guard
people
just doing
inside
his
are-
job. We had
Poor
to